Welcome to the Nation's Cup.
At night.
This race takes place in Alsace, and it's another one-make race. Everyone in this race will be in the 2016 Audi TT Cup car. As implied earlier, we'll be racing in the dark, and while that is pretty cool, I'm gonna have a lot of trouble here because even though I did do some practice before this, I did my practice on the day version of the track. And while I'm still racing with cones, as you'll see through the coming laps of warm-up and qualifying, I struggle a little bit to find my rhythm. One more thing before we really get into it, I didn't point this out in the last video, but the recording I use also includes my live commentary from the race. So when you hear my recording audio change, that's me speaking live during the race.
Looks like these guys are just as underprepared as I am.
For those of you that didn't spot it already, I forgot to swap to the medium tire, which means even though this is just a practice run, I will be stuck on hards for qualifying.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the strategy out loud, because if I don't, I'm gonna be screwing myself, since I will forget. I think what I did... I mean, you can go the whole distance on hards, but I think... I'm not gonna aim for the top 3, because I don't think that'll be possible. If I can qualify that high up, I'll stay on hards. But it's definitely possible to do this on mediums.
Not too much happens in this outlap, but I have a little incident with another driver in the last couple of corners.
I didn't do anything. I even went off to the side there.
I know it wasn't my finest lap, but I gave a lot of space.
Well, I'm out of the guy's way now, so should be fine.
With that out of the way, we'll move on to my fast lap, which, yeah, it was okay.
I don't think I'll get another shot, will I? Nope. Or maybe. How much time do we have? 4 seconds. Nope. 11th it is. Oh, this is the final lap. Maybe.
Well, hopefully I do, because that lap that got me 14th, which is now 15th, included too many crashes.
I think I can improve from 11th.
At this point, I'm down into 16th, now 17th. At least I know... Oh, now I'm 18th. Oh no.
I think I'm top 10 material at least. I think I only raced this track once, and that was 2 days ago. I'm still pretty heavily dependent on those cones.
This upcoming section was very tricky for me. Hopefully I get it right this time, or just not crash.
Screwed that up. Went a little bit too high. I feel bad. Yep, I goofed that guy's time. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay narrow so that I can stay out of the way. Take it, please. I don't want this. Go away from me. Oof. Oof. No. That's not great. So, what will the strategy be? I guess I'm switching from hard to medium.
In practice, that turns out to be a pretty fast way to get around this track. Get the hard tire out of the way and just push it on medium.
How far am I? 6 seconds? With medium tires, I think it could go a bit faster, so maybe up in 10th. I should have started on mediums for the qualifying. That was a little bit dumb. There's the first goof. Let's see if I'll goof the start like I did in the last race. How do I want to do this? So, I think I'll go for 4 laps and come into the pits. Maybe 5. Oh shit. There's C-rated guys in this lobby. Did I move up from the last race? Oh my goodness. I should have practiced more.
Now prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, for something really dumb I made.
It's a safety car. Can you imagine? Get ready, guys. It's gonna be a long wait to see my car.
Yeah, I figured might as well just skip through all these guys real quick. Only cool one to point out was Retendies. Love that username. And look at all of these cool liveries. Too bad my car is completely stock.
There I am. I gotta be real careful, because last time I got a 5-second penalty because I jumped the start. I'm so nervous. That guy's in reverse! What?
He seems to have somehow gotten a speed boost off of me. And 18 is pushing out wide. He really wants me to just not be there. Pretty classic chaotic start right there.
We lost a position. I'm gonna guess most of these guys didn't switch from mediums. So maybe the choice here is when they come in, I follow.
Now it's basically just a game of damage control. I've got to kind of just wade in the sea of chaos and just hold on for dear life because I was not prepared. I should have done more laps and basically just try and make as few mistakes as possible.
Man, there's so much carnage. I don't know what happened. Rip, I guess this is a GG. If I had to guess, I tapped the guy and it made my car unstable. Maybe. Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot about fuel saving.
Yeah, so that was a pretty big race changer. I've got to really get my head down now and make as few mistakes as possible, but I think I can still recover it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh man, I kicked the pedals a little bit too hard. A little bit shifted underneath me now. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, so my pedals aren't actually secured. I've got them kind of latching onto my carpet right now. Got the Logitech G29. It's a pretty good wheel. At this point, I don't know. I think this race took place maybe a month and a half to like 2 months ago. I was still getting used to it. If you look at my driver rating on Kudos Prime, I was probably like mid D tier, and that was falling from like around mid C tier on controller.
Forgot I shouldn't lift there.
Luckily, I wasn't alone for too long, and I was able to catch up to, I'm gonna call them Saws and Tendies, which it's not a terrible place to be. If I can stay behind Tendies, that is. He was pretty high up in qualifying. I think he got into 4th. It just kind of shows how chaotic these Nation Cups starts are. Someone that fast can get thrown all the way back with plebs like me. So right now I'm right on Saws. I'm trying to keep myself going at a decent pace.
Hopefully this guy doesn't go in the back of me. I don't think I'm fast enough to get away.
I probably should have switched to radar if I wanted to check out where Saws was, but if we look at the differential, I've cleared him by about 1 second. 1.5.
Why? Stop it, car! Behave, you!
Behave, car. Basically what happened there was I throttled while on the grass, and that unsettled the car and nearly made it spin. Saws has quit out of the race, so I'm back into last place. So basically from here, I've got to really focus on trying to nail these laps, trying to make fewer mistakes than I already have.
What did I start in?
I think I started in 17th.
Did someone just pit?
Nope, that was just Saws quitting the race. From here, I probably should have been thinking to myself, now I need to out-strategize the guys ahead. Maybe come in immediately for a pit stop, or just really start considering the one-stop strategy. But I'm basically just hopped up on adrenaline. I'm in a pretty unfamiliar situation, just trying to hold it through these laps and trying to make fewer mistakes, which is leading me to be a little bit slower on the throttle, a little bit less sure of where to come on and off the throttle and into the brakes. Those first few corners, I get them down pretty well later on in the race, but there I kind of am just tiptoeing around them, just trying to make sure that I don't crash. Here, also, I could have gone flat out.
I gained a second there. And lost it. Okay. Come on. Man, this feels a lot more spinny than it did in practice.
Yeah, so what I'm referring to there is the AI practices. The cars there are set up a little bit differently. And that's leading me to brake a little bit too late into these corners and slide around, flying off the track and spinning like you just saw. Though the nice thing about those practices is it gives me a sort of familiarity with the track, and it's allowing me to slowly catch Wicked Mike. I don't know if you've noticed, but the differential is starting to drop, even though I made that mistake earlier. He seems to be slower, just kind of coming out of corners. That seems to be where I'm catching him. I don't seem to be taking the same kind of speed in, but like right here on the straightaway, I just start to eat away at his time difference. Eat away, straight away. And would you look at that? We went from a 9-second differential just under 2 seconds now. And it looks like he's almost gone off the track there.
Okay, I'm gonna brake earlier.
So at this point, in the AI race, I would go in probably and switch to mediums, and then try and carry the mediums through the rest of the race. But here, I'm probably...
There was a brake early.
I've got to stick with a no stop, because that might be the only way to really improve. I also seem to have a lot of trouble with corner number 1. Just trying to figure out where to throttle through. Here I go a little bit too early.
Became a little personal race now. 18. Got the run on him.
And now we're side by side, and Mike is trying to make sure that I can't get past, but it's not enough. We do have a little bit of contact, but I'd say that was pretty fair. I braked enough. I didn't move him on the track, but we're still fighting for position here. I'm trying to squeeze him out of that position. And we're coming into this fast corner.
This is how we're gonna do it, aren't we, 18?
Yep, he taps me in the rear, getting me to slide a little bit and shaving off some of my speed. It probably wasn't malicious. He's probably we're just racing close, even though we both probably don't have the talent to at the time. Here, I get a really good run on him, and I just pass him. I made it out of the corner really cleanly. I have to do is not hit the barrier and keep him behind. Now we gotta track 17th, which seems like he just left the race, or someone in the order left the race, and now I'm looking for 16th. So we're back in the position we qualified in. Very nice. We just gotta catch up to BBR Chimbo. Now we've gotta put in clean laps and hope that Mike doesn't get slipstream and just gap him.
Oh no. Okay, I'm fine. I went a little bit deep, but I recovered.
Once he falls below 8/10, I'll be in the clear. And it looks like we've made it. Now we just gotta worry about catching up to 16th place. There's a yellow flag ahead, so maybe we can recover that position. You can see him now.
Getting on 16.
Just gotta keep nailing some of these corners and not screwing up as badly as I did at the start of the race. And we should be in the positive at least. Based on our qualifying, we will start to be gaining our positions back. Well, I guess not gaining them back, but like moving forward in the race finally, after all those hiccups. It's going to be very much a personal race for a little while, as we'll start to see people go into the pit.
Just checking that I've got hard tires on. This guy is panicking that someone that was previously in last place is right on his tail.
I mean, he probably isn't, but I do gain a position there. Or nearly do.
Right on this guy who's on medium tires. Hopefully he can carry me. I'm gonna be able to follow him through.
The idea being, if I can stay in his slipstream, he can carry me forward. Because he'll be on the better tires and I'll be able to maximize my speed in the straights. But he'll have the advantage in the corners.
15 looks a little skitter-ish.
15 is starting to feel the pressure by the guy who just came out of the pits in mediums.
And they collide.
A little bit. At most, that was the left tap. But 16 is being very careful around 15.
Just barely had it there. We're fighting tooth and nail. If I can sneak up in there, it'd be great.
Yeah, I nearly did a repeat of my first lap where I go too far into the grass and just spin. I was looking for the opportunity there, but 16 couldn't push through.
Oh no. He's my problem now.
I was just hoping that I could follow now 15 through.
Not anymore, I guess. Went deep there, but it was enough.
Yeah, nearly follow Re-Tendies into the barrier. Re-Tendies now going in on mediums, hoping to make time up that way. I will not be doing such a thing. It is a one stop for me.
I'm not taking medium tires. I'm going hard.
Exactly me. Exactly. So here, I'm probably not going to be catching up to 15th. So I just gotta keep my head down and crank out those laps. I just gotta try and keep 15th within range. What is his name? KG Swain? Interesting.
Good news that I'm able to keep up with this guy. And I say that, but he goes ahead.
Yeah, he just pulled out about half a second there on me. I've got to really try and push here.
I should check how much fuel I've got left, but I'm scared.
As I should be. Any lapse of concentration here is going to be too much for me. Especially in these following corners. Which I don't do too bad of a job. And I don't go out wide. Very nice. Good job, me. Yeah, those couple of corners, very difficult for me. Here also I was going a little bit too deep. I've got to probably start thinking about braking earlier since my tires are wearing a little bit harder.
Guy coming out should be on mediums, I think. Wait, I thought there was a guy in the pits. I'm confused. Maybe he was coming out of the pits. Just missed him.
Yeah, that was 14th place. I had just come out of the pits. I think they were going from mediums to hards. Interesting strategy. Means that they were going pretty aggressive early on in the race. And now they're just looking to sustain their position.
A little deep there.
There, it looks like I was just checking my fuel, making sure everything looked okay.
Got a few laps remaining. I don't know why I broke there. That was dumb.
No, that was fine. Probably should have powered out earlier, though.
That should be enough fuel, right?
Yep, I'll definitely be fine on fuel before the end of the race. The main thing to worry about are those wearing hards. Those hard tires are definitely starting to deteriorate, and I should be thinking about braking earlier.
Not braking early enough there. I'm not getting that right either.
But that is fine for now, as we're still a position up from where we qualified. We just gotta bring it home. 2 laps remaining, I think. Or is this the 10th lap? And so there's probably 3 laps remaining. Scratch that. Really gotta nail these corners. Be early on the brake and soft on the throttle.
Nearly too far.
Too far, meaning a little bit too deep. Just gotta keep it off the grass. It's looking okay. Yeah, a little trick that I learned with the wheel is just shift up early when you're gonna power out of a corner. and you don't really know how much force you want to put into the pedal shift up, the car is gonna kind of like dampen it for you. Most of the time you're going fast enough that you can recover that speed anyway. This is a little tricky corner.
Slow through there. Whoa, that was close to the wall.
Yeah, I went pretty deep there. But I was able to hold the speed and didn't go too fast going into that second corner. And now we're back past corner number 1 into the penultimate lap, I think. Yeah. Lap 11.
Oh, I fucked it up. Lost 3 seconds. Gotta keep pushing. I don't want to finish where I started.
Nice thing is I won't. I'm still up 1 position. It's just minimizing those mistakes. Like I was talking about earlier, I was not thinking about braking hard or early enough there on those worn hards, and it bit me.
The guy could taste blood. I could see he's dropped that time there. Or he smelled blood, I guess. Not taste.
Yeah, I'm slowly catching up to 15th, but we only have 1 lap. Will I be able to do it? Will I make up another position? Bringing up to 2 positions gained.
Damn, he's gaining so much. He's gonna be up like right behind me soon.
Oh, that's not good. 17th, re-tendies. He's got a second wind. It's probably because of that last mistake.
Shit. Come on! Gotta be careful with this though. I turned up the I don't feel safe. I feel so vulnerable. He's coming. Shit. Come on. Come on, car.
Just hold it together. You got this, me. 16th. It's on the table. No more mistakes. Man, the tension at this point. Like, I was probably death gripping my wheel. This corner. It's not too bad. A little bit slow, but we're doing okay. Last couple corners, don't hit the barrier.
He's right there. Shit. Come on.
Come on! Oh, there's the low fuel. It nearly hit the barrier. Maybe that worked in my favor. Maybe I scared him a little bit.
What? 13th? When did that happen? Oh. Did I pass them all in the pits? Because I kept my on hard strategy going.
Basically, what happened was they got penalties for not using hard tires at some point in the race.
I was 16 seconds ahead. That's about the same amount of points I earned last time. Whoa.
Man, what a relief. Was able to gain back 4 positions. Getting closer to that top 10. Not too bad.
The guy going up behind me. Oh, he was C. I beat some C-class dudes. I guess I didn't move up because I didn't finish high enough. Look at all these guys in T-class finishing high up. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was pretty interesting. If I learned anything, practice would have helped. I should have practiced a bit more. I think I only did 1 practice race before this. No, that was nice enough to help me know that I could stay on the hards, though I should have gone mediums in tire strategy. Maybe I could have finished higher.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching my race. Sorry, not too much on-track action. It was mostly just trying to minimize my own mistakes and make sure that I don't fall any farther back. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time.